This story was based on true live event, so it's important to learn a lesson from it. Let's sit back as we enjoy the story. Please subscribe, like and comment so that we won't miss next wonderful video and more people to see. Thank you.
Amaka, a struggling student at Akula High School, found herself at the edge of despair. With her final exams approaching, the pressure to succeed felt insurmountable. Her parents' constant reminders about the sacrifices they made for her education weighed heavily on her. One afternoon, during lunch break, she overheard two classmates whispering about the Circle, a secret group rumored to guarantee exam success. Intrigued and desperate, Amaka decided to investigate further. That evening, her best friend, Ifeoma, warned her about meddling in such dark affairs. Ifeoma recounted stories of past students who joined the Circle and disappeared mysteriously. But Amaka was resolute. Failure was not an option. Her curiosity overrode her fear, and she set out to find the truth about the enigmatic group. A week later, Amaka received a cryptic note slipped into her locker. The note read, "Do you want success? Meet us at the abandoned science lab at midnight." Her heart raced as she considered the consequences, but her failing grades flashed before her eyes. That night, she sneaked out of the dormitory and headed to the dark, eerie lab. Inside, she met the Circle, led by Chigazi, a senior student known for his charm and unsettling aura. The members, cloaked in black, chanted strange incantations while a faint light glowed from a chalk-drawn symbol on the floor. Chigazi smiled at her and said, "Welcome, Amaka. If you're willing to pay the price, success is yours." Amaka hesitated, but Chigazi assured her that the Circle's methods were foolproof. He explained the ritual involved summoning supernatural forces to implant answers directly into her mind. All she had to do was swear loyalty to the Circle and follow their rules. Desperate, she agreed and participated in the initiation ritual, sealing her oath with a drop of her blood on the glowing symbol. The ritual was overwhelming but effective. The next day, Amaka took a mock test and aced it effortlessly. Her classmates were astounded, and even her teachers praised her. She began to feel invincible, but a lingering unease remained. Amaka's newfound academic prowess earned her the title of a model student. Her parents beamed with pride, and she began to relish the attention. However, the Circle demanded regular rituals to maintain her abilities. Despite her initial discomfort, she complied, motivated by her parents' faith in her success. Meanwhile, Ifeoma grew suspicious of Amaka's sudden transformation. She confronted Amaka, who dismissed her concerns and insisted she had been working harder. Their friendship began to strain under the weight of Amaka's secrets. During a routine ritual, Amaka noticed a strange shadow lingering in the room. Chigazi brushed off her fears, claiming it was part of the process. However, Amaka began experiencing vivid nightmares of shadowy figures chasing her. Determined to ignore the warnings, she focused on preparing for the exams. But an eerie voice whispered her name in the middle of the night, leaving her shaken. Chigazi called a meeting and revealed that the Circle must perform a higher-level ritual to secure success for the upcoming finals. This ritual required everyone to bring a personal item of great sentimental value. Amaka hesitated, fearing what she might lose, but she eventually sacrificed a bracelet her late grandmother had given her. The ritual felt darker and more intense than before. Amaka couldn't shake the feeling that she was crossing a dangerous line, but the allure of guaranteed success kept her going. Amaka started noticing a shadowy figure following her everywhere. At first, she assumed it was paranoia, but the figure became more distinct, even appearing in broad daylight. She confronted Chigazi, who laughed it off, saying the spirits were merely protecting her. Haunted and unsettled, Amaka considered leaving the Circle, but feared losing everything she had gained. Ifeoma, determined to uncover the truth, began researching the Circle. She discovered disturbing stories about past members who mysteriously vanished or fell into misfortune. Armed with this knowledge, Ifeoma warned Amaka again, but her words fell on deaf ears. Amaka's rituals grew more demanding. Chigazi asked each member to perform a loyalty act, which involved sabotaging another student's chances in the exams. Amaka hesitated, but under pressure, she stole a rival's study notes. The act left her feeling guilty and tarnished, but she convinced herself it was a small price for success. The student whose notes Amaka stole confronted her, claiming they saw her near their desk. Though she denied it, the guilt began to eat at her. She started feeling distant from herself, questioning if success was worth the cost of her humanity. Ifeoma uncovered proof of the circle's rituals and confronted Amaka in front of their classmates. Humiliated and furious, Amaka lashed out, severing their friendship completely. With Ifeoma gone, Amaka felt more trapped in the circle than ever. Chigozie, however, praised her for her loyalty, further tightening his grip on her. The final exams commenced, and the circle's influence ensured Amaka breezed through the papers effortlessly. She felt a fleeting sense of relief, but the shadow's presence loomed larger, a constant reminder of her deal. During the celebratory ritual, Chigozie revealed the true price of their success. Each member must offer something irreplaceable. Amaka was horrified when one member was forced to sacrifice a family heirloom, only to fall unconscious afterward. She began to see the cracks in Chigozie's charm and suspected he was hiding the true nature of the circle's power. Amaka secretly began plotting her exit from the circle. She sought out Ifeoma for help, apologizing for her behavior. Ifeoma reluctantly agreed, but warned Amaka that leaving the circle would come with dire consequences. The shadowy figure finally spoke, revealing that it was bound to Amaka until she fulfilled her pact. Terrified, Amaka realized she must find a way to break free from the circle before it was too late. With Ifeoma's help, she discovered that Chigozie had been using the members to amass power for himself. She went home the next week and told her parents everything, her parents' call on pastor. The pastor prayed for her, and she fasted so many days. The next week she went back to school. She confronted him, leading to a battle of wits and supernatural forces. Amaka was forced to confront her own greed and selfishness, realizing that her humanity was more important than any academic success. With courage, she destroyed the circle's source of power, breaking the pact and freeing herself and the other members. Amaka returned to her ordinary life, determined to rebuild her friendships and work hard for her dreams. She reconciled with Ifeoma and apologized to those she had wronged. Though the journey was difficult, she found fulfillment in knowing she chose integrity over easy success. As she walked into the exam hall for her rescheduled finals, Amaka felt a renewed sense of purpose. The shadow was gone, replaced by the warmth of hope. She realized that true success lay not in shortcuts, but in the strength to overcome challenges honestly. Thanks for watching. I believe we parents have learned one or two the lessons that we should not be putting on too much pressure on our children and should monitor all their way, and we should be certain their mental health is stable. The best way to discuss with them is through soothing voice, encourage them to do more, and using great leader as example for them to follow, and we should also give our children time to discuss with us, and also we students should guide our step. We should not try to know anything that doesn't have anything to do with our study, and we should also tell our parents everything we are passing through lesson 2. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and also comment. Beautiful goodbye to you.